Hi guys, and welcome to this month's instalment of baking the Bake Off box. Now this is April's box. It's actually already the beginning of May because this box was very late in arriving, and then I've had exams this last week, so I've not been doing it. So yeah, anyway, it's finally here now. April's box is called Simply the Zest. So yeah, I'm just going to open it up now, see what's in it, and then bake. Right, are we ready? Okay, so this month's Bake Off box contains the recipe cards. So today we've got lemony lemon slices, Simply the Zest. This is the wee card that you get with it, what they look like. And then let's see what's actually in the box. So in terms of ingredients, what we've got flour, we've got icing sugar and caster sugar, so really not that many dry ingredients. Then we've got this nice little jar of lemon curd, which I suppose put in the cake. That will make it even more lemony. And then there's some candied lemon rounds as well to decorate with. And then this month's special piece of equipment is a lemon zester. Caution, very sharp it says. Okay. It does look nice. I hope it actually is a good zester because I've had similar ones before and they've not been too great. I've not been too impressed by them, so hopefully this one is good. But yeah, those are the ingredients. I'll just rearrange everything, get my ingredients, and then we can start baking. Okay, so I've prepared all my ingredients. As you can see, I'm going to be using dairy-free butter and milk in this recipe because I'm meeting a friend later who's lactose intolerant, so that he can eat it too. So yeah, shouldn't make a difference in my opinion. I've used these ingredients before and it seems to work fine. So I've got everything ready, and so the first step is to preheat the oven to 180 degrees and then also to grease and prepare my baking tin. So I've done that as well. Right, step 2. Using an electric hand mixer, cream together the butter and 200 grams of the sugar in a mixing bowl. Okay, so first of all, this uses the creaming method. I already hate that, but it'll be fine. Also, it says there's 250 grams of caster sugar in here, but only to use 200. This is where I, slipped up last time. So I've read the recipe today, so I'm going to just weigh out 200 grams of butter and 200 grams of sugar. Okay, creamed. Now step 3, crack 2 of the eggs and beat until fully combined. If the mixture looks curdled, add 2 heaped tablespoons of the flour and beat again. Well, see, this is what I'm saying about the creamed method. I always think there's such a high risk of it curdling. I feel like it always curdles regardless of how warm my butter is, how room temperature the eggs are. So I'm actually going to add a little bit of flour already now because I just want to prevent curdling at all costs, because it does change the texture of the cake a little bit, and although you can maybe save it by adding the flour afterwards, I just think it's not worth the risk. So like I said, I'm gonna add just roughly like 2 tablespoons, not much, but something. 1, 2, 2. Right, that doesn't look too bad. And now before adding the rest of the eggs and the rest of the flour, I also need to add some zest from 2 lemons. So I can use my new Bake Off microplane. I was actually thinking it does have some really nice detail here at the bottom. It says like Bake Off box. So now I'm just hoping that it is sharp and it zests my lemons properly. Oh my god. It's great! Oh my god, I've had microplanes like this before and they've been useless. Oh my god, I need to be careful with my fingers. I think I would actually chop them off because this seems really I mean, look at that. One fair swoop and it comes off. I mean, whoa! This is the best, wow. I wouldn't say this if it wasn't true, but I think this is the best grater that I've ever had. Oh my god, I love it. Ah, it's so efficient. And being half German, you know how I love efficiency. Ah, this is so satisfying. Okay, so I've added in my lemon zest. In goes the rest of the flour, baking powder, etc. mix. So that goes in. Followed by 2 more eggs. One. 2. And then we're also going to gradually add the milk. So I'm going to use this lactose-free milk. A good pal Max, right, I said 150 mils. 150 mil. There we go. So, beat whilst gradually adding the milk. Okay, this is looking really good. I don't want to over mix at this stage because, you know, with the creaming method, like, you are meant to, the air comes from the butter and the caster sugar by creaming that together. Now I don't want to knock that all out, so I've just done it until literally everything's combined. And now comes the time to fold in the lemon curd. So let's do that. There's more in here than it looked. I like it. Right, and a little bit left in here. Just a smidgen for me to try later, because I think, well, I obviously have to give the individual components a try. I need to check out what the Bake Off lemon curd tastes like, right? Right, okay, and now we're going to gently fold that in. So, folding, as everyone knows, round the bowl, through the middle, round the bowl, through the middle. That's how you fold. That's how Mary Berry would want you to fold. And now we're ready to bake. So I have lined and greased my tin. This tin is the tin I use for all of my tray bakes. I've said it before in other videos and on my blog as well. It's by Masterclass. It costs about £10 and it really is a tin for life. Like, I use it for every single tray bake I do. I love it. The quality is good. It's really thick. So yeah, I'll leave a link for you below if you're needing a new tray bake tin. This is the one to go for. So I've greased and lined that, and now let's just transfer the batter into the tin. Okay, so tin's filled, oven's hot, bake for 25 to 30 minutes. Alles klar, let's go. Hey Siri, set a timer for 25 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna give this little bit of lemon curd a try. Ooh, it's very sweet. It's not as sharp as other lemon curds I've had before, but I think it will be nice on the cake. My mum's friend absolutely loves lemon curd. I like it. It's good. Good ingredient. Right, okay, gonna have a quick tidy up, shimmy around, and then I think we need to make a syrup to drizzle the cake with once it comes out of the oven. Okay, so for the sugar syrup, we're gonna use the remaining 50 grams of caster sugar. I'm just gonna pour that into a small pot. Right, and then the other thing we need is 40 milliliters of lemon juice. So they just say the juice of one lemon, but my lemons are maybe a bit small, so I'm going to maybe have to do multiple. And so what I have is this weird gadget thing that my mum got me. Basically you put the lemon in, and then if you squeeze it, and then the pips stay in the bottom, because I don't have one of those other squeezers. So I can already see there's quite a lot of pips in here, so that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to put that in there, and then I think I'm going to squeeze it into a measuring jug, just so that I can tell if I've got the right amount. So 40 milliliters. More like it. And then, so as you can see, all the pips now, well, there's only 3, are at the bottom. So yay! Right, so I'm just going to pour the lemon juice into the sugar, and now we're going to heat that for 2 to 3 minutes until it becomes a thick syrup. So it's not quite been 25 minutes, but my oven's quite hot and the cake's looking very brown. So I'm going to check on it. Oh, very unusual. So basically it's raw in the middle, but browning a lot on the outside. So I think I mean, look at that. Until a skewer comes out clean. I think I might have to put some tin foil over the cake actually. Okay, so I've given it a little tin foil chapeau. Hopefully now it can cook in the middle but won't burn on the outside, but that doesn't normally happen. Ooh, very strange. Oops, there goes the timer. Well, I think it needs another 5 minutes. I really hope me opening the oven hasn't like impacted it too much. I hope it hasn't, because sometimes if you open the oven when the cake's not baked yet, it will sink in the middle. So I'm hoping we won't get any sinkage, but these things happen, but still I don't want it to happen to me. Ah. Okay, right, another 5 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to take it out because it's getting very dark around the edges, but it was still kind of raw on top. I don't know what happened. This never happens. This was so stressful. Normally, like, cake baking's easy. Anyway, so now it says to use a cocktail stick, well I only have this massive thing, to poke holes all over the cake whilst it's still warm, and then we'll be pouring the sugar syrup I made whilst this was in the oven, which will make the cake lovely and moist. Especially I better make sure I get it in those edges because they'll be like super dry now with the cake even being in the oven for so long. Right, cool, and I'm just going to leave that to cool before I make the icing. Okay, so the cake's cooled, I've got it out of its tin. Now I'm going to make the icing, for which I've squeezed a bit more lemon juice, and I'm going to use this fondant icing sugar for. So, it says of course to sift well. We all know I don't like sifting. I think with this it'll be okay. A little bit of vigorous stirrage. So you always need to be careful when you're making icing. It always looks like it's loads of icing sugar and then you add just a tiny bit of liquid and then it's far too liquid. So you do have to go slowly and be patient. My strong point. There we go. Whoa. Think. Excellent. That'll do. That'll do. So now it says that we should put it over the cake and then leave it to set for 30 minutes before adding the decoration on top. Oh, I don't think there's enough icing. I think I might have to make a tiny bit more. Oh yeah, so they said to leave the sides bare as we'll be trimming them. Just with this bit of excess that I have now. I'm going to put that on the sides so that when we cut them, the offcuts also have loads of yummy icing. Right, now it says leave to set for 30 minutes. I don't think it will take that long, but okay, will do. Okay, so it's half an hour later, the icing is kind of set. So now what it says to use a large serrated knife. Trim the edges of the sponge to neaten if you like, then cut the sponge into 12 equal pieces and then decorate with the lemons. So I think I will trim the edges since I did also say, mine were going to be a bit cremated after my unfortunate oven situation. Okay. I think we need to try an offcut, eh? Very lemony. Nice, okay. Right, next, we cut it into 12 pieces. So, maths. I'll do it 3 by 4. So it doesn't look as pretty as I might have liked. But, regardless, we're going to decorate it now with bits of lemon. And then I will put it onto a nice plate. Or maybe, I'll put it onto... I might have to put it onto one of my slates. Bake Off box, if you're watching this, what I'd really like in one of my boxes is a serving platter, because we got the first Bake Off box, make sure you check out that video if you haven't seen it yet, had like a cake stand in it, which was nice, but for something like this, like, you can't really put on a cake stand. So yeah, if anyone's listening, watching, please, I think a cake platter would, like a rectangular one maybe, would be really nice. Finished! Okay, this is the final results. I won't try and drop them. Right, I'm going to transfer them to a plate. And then take a few pictures and then we can try it later. Yay! So right, dairy free, bacon box lemon drip. Yeah, at least.
No, that's perfect.
Come in. You guys can go closer. You're one house over there. Right.
There we go.
Come closer to me.
Yeah, well, come in to get into the frame.
I'm in the frame now.
So today we've got a full house for trying, and
Thank you
Max
very much.
is especially dairy free. I hope you taste the dairy freeness of it all. You know.
I'm sure I will.
It looks delicious.
I hope it's good. I've kind of cheated because I've had some of the offcuts.
Oh.
So
Controversial.
you've already tried it.
Yeah, but I like I said, I tried the offcuts. Okay, right, go for it. Go for it.
I'm excited.
I hope you like it. Oh, Lisa, I have to show you the grater that I
Yeah?
got in the bake-off box.
Mm.
It's really good.
Oh,
Is it like
give
one
you
of
It's dairy free.
Yes. Do you taste the dairy freeness? Yeah. Very pronounced.
I love
Just
it.
Just the absence
Yeah.
of dairy.
I thought it was very lemony, which I liked. Well, the
Mhm.
almonds were.
I didn't know they give you tools as well in the box and not just like ingredients.
So every month you get ingredients and you get one tool.
Delicious.
Mhm.
If you want, you can actually on the table.
I
Mm.
did that in 10 minutes.
Is it one of those like microblade thing?
Yes, and
Mhm.
it actually works. My mum has one at home, and it's so blunt. This one, I mean, it's so sharp. Like all you had to do was like,
Oh,
yeah,
God, yeah.
right. The lemon, literally, very lightly, just all the zest.
wow.
It was so satisfying. I'm really happy with this.
Cool.
Yeah, so every
Because it's
month you get a piece of equipment. Yeah.
Oh, that is really cool. As Nicholas and Sophia, our friends, they always bug me about them. They're like, you need to buy them, you need to buy them. And I was like, yeah, I have a grater. It works fine. They're like, no, these are so special, like so
But
too
you-
sharp. And
you
maybe I
can-
should.
You can buy one from the bake-off box.
Yeah,
No,
the
no
grater you use
advert.
now is the cheese one, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Terrible.
Not
Not
ideal.
terrible. The great one. Yes.
Well, yeah, terrible for lemons, maybe.
Yes.
Not so much for cheddar.
Yes. Yeah, maybe I will
Okay.
buy a bake of one. I have looked into it, but they don't ship to
Well,
Sweden,
it's
do
your
they?
birthday soon, so
Mm.
no, soonish.
A year?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, September's really long time away. Right,
It's
okay.
delicious though.
Overall verdict. Good.
Delicious.
Hollywood handshake. COVID.
I want to eat it all.
COVID safe handshake.
I want to eat it all.
Well,
That's
there's
my
loads for you
verdict.
guys to take. Yeah, it's lemon sponge plus a drizzle plus the icing.
Mm.
Okay.
Really reminds me of a German cake my grandma used to make. And she just called it lemon cake.
Zitronenkuchen.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay. Cool. Anyone else want to say anything else? No.
Nothing
I'll
to
leave
add.
it great.
Right.
I think
Well,
my
happy
silence
birthday,
speaks
Lisa.
volumes about how much I'm enjoying this stuffing my face.
Well, thank God it's dairy free, eh? Right.